Breaker broke 2-3. Today I want to show you a neat little mobile here. This is a Superscope Aircomand 640. Kind of the more common models of most of the Aircomand line. This is a Superscope made by Marantz, or by the makers of Marantz. This radio is in pretty good cosmetic shape. It's been actually in my garage for probably 20-25 years, and I found this in a box with some other mobiles and brought it in here on the bench, and it fired up, but it wouldn't receive, it wouldn't transmit. It was kind of a basket case. So I left it on the old handy dandy Cobra power pack for a couple days, and started getting a little bit of receive back. It keyed up on channel 27, and you could hold the mic button down and go through all 40 channels, and it would just stay on 27. So that was kind of interesting. Anyway, so left it on for a few more days, and everything started coming back. Still not quite up to snuff, but we're getting it. It'll need alignment after a while here, but anyway, after about, I'm going to say 5 days of bench time, it's runnable. In fact, it's my Channel 9 scan. In fact, talked to Mod Squad on it a few nights ago, barefoot on my 5/8 wave ground plane, which was kind of cool. Okay, so real quick off. RF gain, volume, delta tune, squelch, SWR calibration here. Oops, there we are. Okay, we have CB, PA monitor, and then PA. So you can monitor through your PA speaker. You can monitor your 40 channels and stuff. A nice effective noise blanker. Takes out some of the static. Quietens everything down and does not null down the receive. This is the Channel 9 scan. I'm not a Channel 9 switch buff by any means or anything like that. I just don't believe in it. I think it's kind of a waste of a switch, but whatever. So anyway, we have Channel 9. It reverts to receiving on 9. Then it's in scan. You can set your scan threshold on the back. A&L, automatic noise limiting. Very effective, and it does null the receive down a little bit. SWR calibrate, and then SWR reading, and then back to your SRF meter. A really neat looking meter, I think. It's kind of cool. It's a good looking little rig. I mean, it's just kind of bitchin'. I have the original Superscope microphone. I don't know if my camera will do this or not, but anyway. So it all works now. So the receiver wasn't too hot. The receivers on these aren't really all that hot. Transmitter, they're decent. It puts out 4 watts, about 80% modulation. It's never been peaked or tweaked ever, so it's a virgin. The deal with the I can do this with one hand. The deal with these radios are solder joints. And what I started doing is now that I had, the thing fired up on the bench and running, things are starting to come back. So what I'm doing is I'm taking sections of the board and I'm resoldering all the solder joints. Now I had a noise blanker issue where it would stick on and wouldn't act right, and sometimes it was a little fuzzy. So I went and redid a lot of these solder joints in here. That came back. This is the famous PLL area where a lot of the radios that are out there that have issues, you're going to want to get into them in here. And this camera really doesn't show it very well, but these solder joints suck. I mean, the way the light is and everything, I mean, they probably look okay from what I can see here on my screen, but they're terrible. And, I brought a few radios back from the dead, some Royces and Superstars and stuff, by just going through and spool you out about 15, 20 feet of solder and grab you a beer, only one, and kick back and start redoing all your solder joints. And then so what I do on these is I go and I do like a section at a time. I'll take like a 1x2 section or a 1x1 section and do that. Turn the radio back on, make sure everything's cool. Turn the radio, cut the power off from the power supply, do another section, and just keep going from there. It's amazing. Some of these things will just come right back. Now, I'm sure this one's going to come back and be pretty good, and it will need an alignment. But anyway, we're bringing her back from the dead because this thing was totally 100% tits up when I pulled it out of the box. All the segments work. Now this audio sucks because I just got it propped up here on a spool of solder. But anyway, kind of a neat blast from the past. It's a high quality rig. Superscope Aircomand CB640. Thanks for watching.